Hello everyone, welcome to Success Stories Show. This is season 1, episode 1 of Success Stories Show. Here is the billionaire that started his business in debt. From debt to billions. Every dream begins with a small seed, but not everyone has the courage to plant it. Some see obstacles, others see opportunities. Today, we explore the remarkable rise of a man who moved from a loan of few thousands of naira to a multi-billion-dollar empire. This is the story of Aliko Dangote. A boy from Kano who refused to let his humble beginnings define him, who built factories when others imported, and who proved that Africa's wealth could be made in Africa. So sit back, because this isn't just a story about money. It's a story about vision, hunger, and faith, and how one man's relentless belief in himself changed an entire continent. Aliko Dangote was born on April 10, 1957 in Kano, northern Nigeria, into a family of traders. His great-grandfather, Al-Hassan Dantata, was once the richest man in West Africa. But make no mistake, Dangote's story wasn't one of inheritance, it was one of vision. From a young age, Aliko showed signs of an entrepreneurial spirit. He once said, "I remember when I was in primary school, I used to buy cartons of sweets and sell them to make profits." Imagine that, a 10-year-old already thinking about business. While other kids played football, Aliko calculated how much sugar he could sell. That simple curiosity became the foundation of a billion-dollar mindset, the turning point. In 1977, after graduating from university, young Aliko returned to Nigeria. He had one goal: to start a small trading business, but he needed capital. He turned to his uncle, Alhaji Dantata, and borrowed 500,000 naira. With that money, he began trading rice, sugar, and cement, buying wholesale from abroad and selling in Nigeria. Here's where it gets interesting. Nigeria's import market was booming, but unstable. Many traders complained of price fluctuations, but Dangote saw opportunity. He would buy when prices dropped and sell when demand rose. And that's when the magic happened. Within 3 months, he repaid his loan in full. He once said, "I built my business on trust. When people knew I delivered, they kept coming back." That trust turned into influence, and influence turned into wealth. Struggles and obstacles of Aliko. But success didn't come easy. The 1980s brought government bans, currency crashes, and supply chain chaos. Import licenses were restricted, goods delayed for months. Most traders quit, but Dangote didn't. He adapted. He studied government policies and shifted focus to manufacturing, producing what he used to import. It was a bold, risky move. He invested millions in factories for sugar, pasta, and flour, believing that Nigeria shouldn't depend on imports forever. Many thought he'd lose everything, but Dangote said, "I always knew that one day Nigeria would grow. I just wanted to be ready." That patience became his biggest weapon. The empire begins. In 2000, As Nigeria began privatizing industries, Dangote took another bold leap: cement. He founded Dangote Cement, now Africa's largest cement producer, with plants in over 10 countries. By 2008, he was worth over $3 billion, but he didn't stop. He built Dangote Sugar Refinery, one of the largest in the world. Then Dangote Salt, Dangote Pasta, and eventually the Dangote Refinery, Africa's biggest oil refinery, worth over $19 billion. From sugar to oil, from local markets to global headlines. He became the richest man in Africa with a net worth of $30.6 billion as at 1st November 2025, according to Bloomberg Billionaire Index. His name became a symbol of African possibility, his victory and impact. But beyond the money, Dangote's legacy is in impact. He employs over 30,000 Africans directly and supports hundreds of thousands more indirectly. Through the Dangote Foundation, he funds education, healthcare, and nutrition projects across Nigeria. When Ebola struck Africa, Dangote donated millions to fight it. During COVID-19, he built isolation centers and provided relief materials nationwide. His journey reminds us that success isn't about what you keep, it's about what you create and contribute. Here are the lessons we can learn. So, what can we learn from Aliko Dangote's rise? Start small, but start smart. Dangote began with just 500,000 naira. It's not the amount that matters, it's your strategy. Think long term. While others chased quick profits, he built structures that lasted for decades. Another one is create. Don't just consume. Nigeria don't need another importer. It needed a manufacturer. The next lesson is invest in people. His empire thrives because he builds leaders, not just workers. And above all, if your dream doesn't scare you, it's too small. Because like Aliko Dangote proved, greatness isn't born, it's built. One decision at a time. The success stories show. Inspiring greatness, one story at a time. Subscribe, share, inspire someone today for us to continue creating this video. Do this. See you next time. Thank you.